Hello, everybody. How is
Hi
everybody
there.
today? I have the lovely Elizabeth. I was going to really push you up, zhuzh you up. She's the fabulous. She's the lovely. She's the more intuitive me. It's Elizabeth, everybody. So, welcome back to the channel. I'm excited to read with you again. It's
Aw.
been I was telling Elizabeth backstage I had all these earthy decks ready, and then I thought, oh my God, it's full moon. So I had to go get my moonish decks. And there's two I have as oracles. I have the Queen of the Moon and the Moonology. And I'm not sure if I can resonate with the Queen of the Moon anymore. It's just too picturesque and not artistic. No. Do you have either one of them? I think there's a delay. Do you have Moonology or Queen of the Moon um, Oracle decks? By the way,
Oh,
Elizabeth is having a few technical difficulties tonight, so bear with. Goodness, she's frozen. Well, I'm going to say hello to a few peeps while she might need to come back in and out. I don't know if Mercury retrogrades up. Is
I do. I have Queen of the Moon,
you?
and I'm using.
Oops. She thought she was using that. Give her a second to come back in. Yeah, I was wondering, when does Mercury retrograde start? I don't remember. Does anybody remember? But yeah, we'll just say hi to a couple people while she's popping in again. So, Charlotte, you're awesome. Thank you for popping in, helping out tonight. I appreciate that. And yes, please subscribe to both channels. It's a beautiful thing. I love that. Brendan is popping in both our links, so hopefully, I'm not sure if everybody on Charlotte's channel sees my link when Brendan puts it in. So I might put it in later. But yeah, so Brendan, this is Brendan Ocean 7. Uh, Hopefully we'll get him on the channel. We're going to work on that this summer, I think. He's new at learning tarot, so I think it would be really fantabulous to read with my man cub, do live readings with him. So we need to work on that. Right now he's teaching some summer classes, so we'll squeeze that in. So Christine, how are you? Thank you for always being here, Christine. I appreciate that. Liz is here. How are you, Liz? Oh, you can hear my chimes. Sometimes I don't know if the camera has noise cancellation. I did turn them up a little bit tonight, but you got to watch YouTube with music. Otherwise, I'd be having Tool in the background or something. Hey, Tiger Dragon, how are you this evening? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. And we have Deek. 1414. Love that. Welcome in, everybody. We have Jilly, Little Zen Crone. Jilly's going to be on tomorrow night, Wednesday, at 7, I believe. So, everybody go check out Little Zen Crone's channel. You hear? Once again? Once again, she has arrived.
I think. I hope. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I was saying hello to some of the
That was
peeps.
scary.
We've got
Like, what is happening?
I know, I hope well you're she lives in Florida. Oh, I don't know where she lives. She's having thunderstorms and obviously it's affecting the internet, so I hope she can stay with us. We had our thunderstorms last night. It was torrential. But Cat Goddess is here. Hello, Cat Goddess. And then we have, who do we have? Let's see. Mahidrad Man. Mahidrad. Did I say that proper? I hope so. Can I just call you man? I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
that's Majid. Hi, Majid.
Oh, Majid.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm
Radman. Oh,
sorry. Okay, so let me just quickly say hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. And Sue Toffee's here.
You can? Okay. All right.
Yes. I
So
think there's a little bit of a delay though.
I've been lagging and getting bumped. Yes, I keep getting bumped on and off and on and off. Uh,
Huh. You are once again.
okay. She says I can hear you. Okay.
Oh shoot. I think I just deleted. I did this to Jilly once. I deleted her. I was trying to put my link in so that everybody on Elizabeth's channel, and I just deleted my own link. Let's see if I can get in the comments and because Brendan, the people on Elizabeth's channel cannot see my link, so I'm going to try to get in there. And you're not a mod on her channel, so you wouldn't be able to. The 29th, oh, for retrograde. Then Ryan Slade is here. Welcome, Ryan. How are you? Yep, vibing already. Obviously, poor Elizabeth. So Sue Toffee can't see the link. I'm going to try to get it in. Sue Toffee, you're on Elizabeth's channel is why you can't see my link. So you can pop on over. I think you're already um, subscribed to mine. Although I've noticed that some subscribers, I went to subscribe to somebody I've been following for years, and it said I wasn't subscribed. So uh, everybody check to see if you're subscribed. Hi, Gabby. How are you tonight? We're waiting on Elizabeth. She's having a little technical difficulties. Hi, Pam. How are you today? Let's see if I can somehow. Oh, I, here, let me show. That's not going to work either. See if I can do it this way. Nope, that's not going to work either. God bless. Um, I can't seem to copy and paste. Anyway, Polly's here. We're just saying hi to everybody while Elizabeth is trying to check in. Poor thing, her internet's just being cattywampus on her tonight. So Nightbot's here. Hello, Nightbot. Welcome to the chat. Moira's here. Hi, Moira. Natal Mercury retrograde. Natal. Oh my God. That sounds serious. That sounds serious. Hey, Losha. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I love that little chat show you did with Elizabeth on a VR. That was very interesting. I love the live version of a VR. That's pretty cool. I enjoyed that. So, Star Trapper Muse is here, and now I was going in and out. Oh my gosh, I'm doing okay. I think we're hanging in there. Sweet toffee. Okay, so let me go back to my channel. Put my link back in. I lost my link. Uh, Copy. So Elizabeth is trying her best to get back in here. So, um, okay, for those of you who are on Elizabeth's channel, here's my link. I would love it if you would subscribe. I am trying to reach 1,000, and I'm just like almost there. I was hoping to reach it by my birthday, but that went, and that was, last week, 2 weeks ago. And my channelversary is next week. So I would love to reach 1,000 by my channelversary. I've been on 4 years on my channel, 5 years if you count me being on other people's channels as a guest, 5.5 years actually. So it's exciting for me. So, poor Elizabeth. I think what I'll do right now is talk about we are in a full moon and it's the strawberry moon. And just a quickie on the strawberry moon. It's the first full moon of the summer. And this moon represents reflection, gratitude, emotional renewal. It's a good time to kind of reassess our personal growth. Uh, of course, release old patterns as we always try to do, and set intentions. And I have not set my intentions yet. And so I got to get busy there. But here she's back.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
No
Can you hear
worries.
me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can see you. You're in a
Okay, I
different
had
room.
to,
Maybe that
yes,
helps.
I had to switch. I had to switch. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. I was just letting everybody know about the full moon and being a strawberry moon, hence the
Mm,
red moon in our little backdrop here. A good
mm-hmm.
time for reassessing our paths and who we are. I think reconnecting. Sometimes we get so busy with the 3D world, we sort of lose our own starlight sometimes, I think. I know I do. So every once in a while, I
Yeah.
have to do a recheck going, I know who I am.
Mm-hmm. That is
Um,
so true.
Even Star Traveler, time to release old patterns. Um, yeah. So let's see. Uh, let's see what everybody. Diane Elizabeth, how are you? Good to see you in chat. And happy almost anniversary. I was telling them that on the 8th, July 8th, is my channelversary. And
Oh,
so I
that's
was
so
hoping,
cool.
yeah. So 4 years on my channel, five and a half um, on YouTube because I started off
Wow.
just chatting on everybody else's channel. I was too afraid to make that plunge. Like,
Mm-hmm.
who's going to want to come see me? It's just little old me.
Oh, but people always want to.
Oh, I'm blessed. I truly am blessed.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Polly, I'm not sure if I said hi, but hi, Polly. So, yeah, I think we're good. We're at the end
Awesome.
of chat. So I was just saying hello to everybody while you were uh, clearing your Ethernet channel and stuff. So,
In more ways than one.
yeah, darn Mercury retrograde.
Oh,
But I even went out for a second too. So it might be just one of those nights. We're in the liminal space, everybody, and we're here to do readings for you.
yes, for sure.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. So,
I
um,
feel good. And I don't and you probably went through the chat, but I wanted to say hi to everybody that has
sure, go
come
ahead.
in and sorry
Yes,
that I missed you.
please
Cat
do.
Goddess, hi. Thanks for coming in. Majid, thank you for coming in. Majid wanted a question, so we'll add you to the list. Sutofi, it's nice to see you. Thank you for being here. Lucia, hi, how are you? Shining Love, Light, Truth, hi, welcome in. Yeah, thank you, everybody, and thank you for your patience. Hi, New York Debs. Welcome in.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, so I've got a few people start already, but I'm going to put the banner up for opening questions. So there we are. Please use all caps and emojis. They're easier to find. Chat moves quick, and
hmm
and so I'm trying to star them all. Um,
I was gonna say, were you able to
someone
star
recommended
Majid?
that yeah, I had. He was the first one I starred.
Okay.
And then somebody recommended putting chat on a delay, even at 1 second, so that when they pop up so fast, it's not. so
Oh,
overwhelming. But that
yeah.
was messing with me and calling for people and asking for feedback. And
Yeah.
so I took that off.
I don't like that setting. I don't like I've seen it on other channels and like you send a message and then you go to send a message and then it stops you because it's not enough time. And so it's just hard because it's like, oh wait, what just happened?
Even at one, I was only doing 1 second. Oh, I started
Yeah.
with 2 seconds, and I'm like, where is everybody? And so 1 second, and then the other night, even 1 second was bothering me. So,
That's awesome.
oh, New York Debs is here. Hi. Oh, that's Brendan. Sorry. See, chat's moving. I can't even click on the person. So,
Oh,
man.
and by the way, I invited New York Debs because I shared with her that you like to do that like paranormal uh
Um,
and the like but the one where you like interview homes and she lives in a very interesting home that would like benefit from something like this. So I said
wow.
you have to come to the live and meet everybody because I think she would be perfect. So I asked her to
Yes.
come
Oh,
and
thank
check it
you.
out.
So, New York Debs, if you go to my my channel page under the about stuff, my email is there, and we just did I call it Paranormal Investigations, and it's investigating the paranormal using tarot. So that's where I got Tarot Normal.
I love it though. I think that's so cool.
Love doing them. Love doing them. So yes, so that would be fun. I'm looking for. That's how I actually launched my channel through with a paranormal. I was doing
Ah.
readings on everybody on a few people's channels and presenting tarot spreads. And on my friend's channel, she did something called Paranormal Hangout, and so she invited me because I have activity in my home, which it's been a minute though. I don't know, they went sleepy or something. But it was really
Mhm.
interesting. And Paranormal kind of uh, morphed out of a tarot spread I was doing on her channel, and it was about connecting with those who've crossed over. And we've
Mm.
kind of did one similar already, and she's like, "Well, why don't we do it connecting with the spirit girl in your home?" I'm like, "You're reading my mind." And I
Yeah.
told her I'd always wanted to do something like that, and then that's how I got into doing paranormal. So a
Oh,
lot
that's
of
so
fun, a lot of
cool.
fun.
Hmm.
So, and I invite you, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you go to my playlist, and I do have a paranormal playlist. And there's about 20, I think, give or take, because my friend, I did some on her channel, and she archived her channel for a little bit. So some of them aren't showing, which of course,
Oh,
Anthony
okay.
House was one of those. So
Mm.
it was a very interesting session. So I need to see if there's some way that she can release that video to me. So, all
Hmm.
right. Let me go down the list. We have 13. I might have a couple starred 2 times. So
Okay.
if you don't hear your name, go ahead and put it in again if you don't mind.
Hmm.
And this may or may not be in any particular order. We have Majid, we have Sue Toffee, we have Christine, Polly, Linda, Starter Traveler Muse. We have Charlotte, Tiger Dragon, Liz, Deke. Yeah, I do have Charlotte twice. Let me see if which which one. Um, Now, Deke, I don't know about doing well, I usually don't do financial questions. What about you, Elizabeth?
It depends on the nature of the question. I might do it general.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
open to anything general.
okay. So yes. So what I do usually on a question like that, will my financial situation improve? That's a type of financial question we can you know, investigate the energies around that. So, yeah. So let me then start. Linda, I have you twice as well. So give me a second here. So also a financial question. Okay, and then Tasha. Tasha, is there a different way to say your name, or am I saying it correctly, or is it T.A. Shaw or T. A. Shaw? Let me know. I don't want to butcher your name. Oh, all right, Gabby. So we have a lot of questions tonight. So we will try our best to get to everybody. And if you're on my channel, um, and I don't get to you, I put you on a list. And the next time I'm hosting, I have your name written down and you'll be among the first to be read. So keep that in mind if you don't get read tonight. So yeah, we've got 13. Sue, I think I'm going to get you twice here. Hang on. If I do that, it brings you down the list. So give me a second here. Cat Goddess and Linda. That's okay. Sorry to hear that. Okay. All right. So 15 questions. I'm going to have to close questions. What happened? This isn't okay. There we go. It's not working. All right, so we're going to close questions for this event. I'm sorry to say, but you're invited to stay because sometimes a message for somebody else could be a message for you as well. And I've had many people in chat comment to me about that.
So many times. And
Yeah,
people are like, what? I don't need a reading because like the last three resonated.
exactly. Because I had asked one of my peeps, you always come, but you never ask for a question. And she goes, because I always get what I need from other people's readings. And so that
That's
was
awesome.
cool.
Mhm.
All right. So, all right. Let's get going because it's 7:30. How are
Mhm.
you on time tonight? Are you good?
I feel good now
Good.
that all of that is done.
Right.
I feel good.
All right. Majid was first in line. So I'm going to put his question up. Take a sip. And
Mhm.
so
And
you
Majid,
actually have a question, Majid, or was it just for general?
yes. Majid's question was, what is the current energy between Saji and me?
A love question.
Hmm.
All right. I'm gonna have to put my gum in. Let me get the love deck out here.
I don't have all my decks here, so I brought what I could carry. Goodness gracious.
Well, as I'm doing a reading, you can pop over and get some.
Mhm.
All right. Now I'm going to shuffle this deck. So Majid wants to know about Rajid. Is that right?
About Saji.
Saji. I'm
Saji
sorry.
and Majid.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Hmm. Thank you, Debs. Okay. Okay, Saji. Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Yes, please.
Okay. So interest. Oh, my air conditioner went off, and now I'm hot. Um. Wow. Okay. So let me do this kind of thing if I can. There we go. All right. So the first card looks really nice. There's a couple here. This is actually Cupid and Psyche. This is I guess Greek or Roman. I can't remember. So with Cupid showing up, Majid, I mean that's just a perfect card to get. So this is called the Awakening card too. So so I think there is something awakening between you two. Seems really nice, and I'm gonna advise all men to be a little romantic. That's how you get your women's. But this looks really good for you. Cupid has called, and which makes me believe that there could have been the angels involved in bringing the two of you together. Um, this card is a card of success and honor, and riding this white horse. It's a spiritual connection again for me. So I like that very much for your story right now. You're riding in on a white horse, and how perfect. We have the queen. So let's see if we can make these two. Yep, he's riding towards her. Oh, but she's looking the other way.
Mm.
Anyway, um, okay. So has there a something started already? Are you looking into it? Because um, it might be that she's not noticing right now, just going by the image of her looking away. But um, she is her energy is full of life, and that's why you're attracted to her. She's Yeah, she's being the queen of stage. She's very set in her ways, and but that doesn't mean there's not room for someone else in her life. Let's see. At the moment, there is a physical distance between us. Okay, that would make sense with these cards because the way I actually pulled out. Okay, so but I feel that the universe, the angels, are working their magic trying to get the two of you together. Do you connect over the internet, or does she even know you're interested? That's what I want to know because of this card. Um, but I love it that it's the Cupid starting you, and then you've got the Queen, and then the Knight in writing here for her. So let me know. Okay. Um, so right now, this really makes sense now that because it's like she's in this waiting mode where Queen of Wands usually they're ready to go, and she does seem to sit in this waiting mode. And but the energies look good, so I would say give it some time, be patient with the process, and just keep her. I'll give you to Elizabeth and see what she says.
Okay, Majid, here I go. Okay, I think that she's like living her best life right now. Okay, we have the World card right here. And two cards came out with this card. The other one is the High Priestess. So I feel like not only is she living her best life, but I think right now she's really exploring her inner world, who she is, what she believes in, what's important to her, and what she wants to see moving forward. So I think she's in this space of like cultivating growth and celebrating how far she has come. And I wouldn't say that she's only into herself, because I also got this card here, and this is the romance card. So
Oh,
I
fun.
think that
There's
she
the Cupid.
is, yeah, there is the Cupid. I think that she has an appetite for that, should it be available to her. What I'm going to tell you is, here for you, I got the 5 of coins. And the second card is bluff. And I feel like, sometimes we work really hard to express our interest for somebody else, make our best case, right? Sell what we have, like what we bring to the table, how we could better the situation. I feel like she's not seeing that right now. I feel like she is calling your bluff. I don't think she's picking up what you're putting down at this moment. I think she is maybe not seeing through you, but I think that and perhaps she has been in situations before where she is having a difficult time trusting, but right now she's calling your bluff, is what I'm seeing. And the advice on this card, here's the advice for the situation. 4 of coins. This is a stable. 4 is a stable number for like foundation. I kind of feel like this is a good time for you to kind of reframe, come back to the basics, figure out how you want to move forward, and maybe like don't put everything out there, but like, slowly build up your case in a way that makes it credible for her, right? Looking in on the situation. We have this card here coming up, secrets.
Oh,
So this could be something that she's wondering about, like, is he being, because not only did we have secrets, remember we had bluff. So she might be wondering, is he being honest? Is this his true self? Is he showing me who he really is? What is he keeping to himself? What is it that I don't know? I don't live there, so I don't actually see what's really happening. She could be asking a lot of questions right now, which is why we could see this high priestess here. I think right now she's just kind of absorbing the situation, but she's thinking a lot and she's asking a lot of questions, but I think she has romance on the mind. If not, she wouldn't be asking so many questions. Those are just my thoughts. Those are just my thoughts.
yeah. Well, yeah, and does she know you're interested? Like I said, that first card looked like she didn't even notice you. So does she know you're interested? Said it's been about 3 months time they talked. So
That's a long time. Yeah, that's a
it's a
long
long
time.
time. Yeah. So, but
Maybe that's too long, Majid. I do tell it like it is. I don't like. I like to say what I see, because I don't like people to walk away with like false hope or
right, yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you, Majid.
Thank you for letting us read.
But like I said, keep trying. Bring on that charm. You have to bring on some charm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next is Sue Toffee. Okay. July finance. July and finance.
Finances. Great question.
That's a hot topic these days because of a lot going on around here.
It's like you said, finances is really hard, but like sometimes the right card comes out, like if you get a 5 of Pentacles, well,
All right. Interesting.
Finances. Okay, so Tofi.
You ready for her?
No, I just wanted
Oh,
to look at
oh,
her little,
never mind.
her avatar,
Okay.
or his or their avatar. Okay.
Okay. I have one other deck I like to use for finances. So give me a second.
Mm. I can go first if
Oh,
you
okay.
would like. All right, so I pulled a couple of cards for you. Now, the focus is for the month of July. So for July, we have the Nine of Wands. So I'm kind of feeling like you might have to hunker down this month. Uh, the good news is with the Nine of Wands, that is very close to the end. So it might be tight and things might be a little rough, but hang in there, because for me, this is the card of resiliency. So I feel like you'll be able to make do for the month, but it might be a little bit tough. I don't see like a reprieve. I do get the Queen of Wands, and for me, this kind of means you may have to be creative with how you allocate your resources. They say necessity is the mother of invention, and all of us have been there, right? When we have to get super, creative and resourceful with what we have and stretch, stretch budgets, stretch groceries, stretch all kinds of things just to be able to make it to the end. But I do feel like whatever it is, you have this. I feel like there's no question you're gonna have it. I just feel like it's not gonna be too easy. And I'm gonna pull out an oracle card for you, just to close us out here. Anything else? Anything else that she needs to know? Hmm. All right. We have the card of speculation. So for me, this is saying pay particular mind, pay attention to the details. Uh, Sometimes people speculate, right? When all the details are not there, or when we're worried or anxious, we may jump to like a conclusion. So just pay attention to the details. Don't get lost in, the what ifs, and really just stay on top. When I see this crab here, I can't help it. This is in the sign of Cancer, right? Like, to me, that's emotions. Like, don't let your emotions get the best of you during times like this, because that takes away the inner fire that you need to make it to the end. So that's what I
Perfect.
have.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm.
All right. So my first card speaks of you collecting the information that you need to navigate through this financial season of July. I hope everything's good for you and you're just wanting it to be better. But yeah, this card just speaks of you collecting the resources, the information you need to carry forward in this July energy. You might have to do a little fancy footwork with your balancing of the incomings and the outgoings.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes every once in a while, I keep mine on a spreadsheet, and I'll have to like rebalance things because all of a sudden this huge bill came up, or like right now I have a car payment. I was hoping not to have a car payment for 5 or 6 years, so it's a big one. So it's like, oh my god, I can't do this. Once I figured out some things, I'm like, oh my god, I can do this. so
Mm-hmm.
so that's what I mean, getting information that you need. The next card is the Page of Pentacles. So that's speaking of um, exactly what I was just saying. Be creative with your finances right now in July. And this is for everybody. We just don't know what's coming. So be mindful of how you're spending right now and try to save a little bit more. Um, yeah, and so Pages again, she goes out and she does a little googing, as our lovely Julie says. She loves to go out and search for resources on how to maybe get better at navigating through her finances, or maybe there's resources out there that can bring in extra money. And so this is what the page is speaking of right now. Um, my next card is the Knight of Cups. So, yeah, um, Elizabeth talked a moment ago about emotions. So, you know, the Knight of Cups is driven by emotions, I feel. And so, but there's a seahorse energy in here. And that seahorse energy speaks about the balance, the yin and yang balance, the maternal and the paternal energies. And so, this is just about um, connecting with someone. So I don't know if you have a partner. So if you do, it's about really connecting to the mind and uh, planning these things out together. The night's about a quest, so we're questing for your resources right now. Um, but it's also telling me take time through this July to live freely. Like don't let things I don't know, close in on you. Things are going to be good. You just have to be patient through the process. And the last card says, be proud of yourself. So just
Mm.
remember how far you've come, and are you doing better than some? Be very appreciative, and thanking the universe for what you do have at the moment. And then um, most of you who know me have heard me say, I say often, and I believe in this affirmations. And the I am open and receptive to the abundance that flows into my life, and I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. So there's a little mantra for you, Sue Toffee, and so I hope these stories have helped you, and hope everything will be really good for you in July. Just be mindful and do a lot of planning and rearranging some things. So thank you, Sue Toffee, for popping in. Next is Christine. Let's see. Let a general. She would like a general reading. So after Christine is Polly, and Linda, Star Traveler, and then Tiger Dragon.
Awesome. Mm.
I'll go ooh too. First cards are ooh. Ooh. Thick cards, you can't get them apart. Okay, are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. You want to go first? You want me?
If you're ready, you can go.
Okay, Christine. So my ooh card for you is the card of celebration. So celebrating with friends, though, friends and or family. If you're close with mother and sister or sisters, or just because there's females in here doesn't mean that you don't have a brother to celebrate it with. But celebrating something this summer with people who you hold dear in your heart, good connection. So there's something to celebrate. Somebody has good news out there, and I hope it's you, to do a little celebrating with friends or friends and family, etc. Your next card, though, is the Hermit card. So after you go celebrating, it'd be a good time for you this summer to do a little homework for yourself. Go within. I mean, don't shut yourself off to the world, but do a little bit of reigniting that soul star within you. And that's what this card is speaking about. Is taking some time to rest spiritually, to do a little connecting with source energy, your spirit guides, and maybe practice meditation, clearing your chakras, and just work on bit. And each time you emerge from these kind of meditation sessions, um, your light shines brighter, and people notice that in you, Christine, and they're drawn to you and your energy. So yeah, so this is about working on that spiritual starlight within you this summer. The last card I said is keep your heart open.
Ooh.
So, many of us have our hurts and we guard our heart, but that closes us off from opportunities of the emotion of the spirit, and so your team is just asking you to keep an open heart and let a few people in, let some light in your heart, and let that shine, and you'll find out that you have that breath of fresh air moments more often, and I think you need that. So there's my little short story for you tonight, Christine. Let's see what Elizabeth has to say.
My reading is a little bit different, but there's a lot of areas where I feel like there's connections between your cards and mine,
Uh-huh.
especially with that oracle card that you pulled for her. So I'll just jump right in. Hi, Laura. Welcome in. All right. So the reason that I said oh
Okay.
was because the first card, like right off the bat, that came out was the Wheel of Fortune.
Ooh.
So I'm feeling like
Mhm.
perhaps you could either be at a moment where things are either changing, about to change, or you're experiencing some kind of growth or evolution right now. And change is a time, like change can be scary because for the most part, I mean, you do have people that walk around like, yeah, I love change. I embrace change. I am the change, but most of us kind of, like to be comfortable and to know what to expect and to not have to deal with the stressors of change. So what I'll tell you, that came up with that card of change is this one here, indecision. And notice how there's like an angel on this side is kind of light, and then back here is like this person kind of crying and holding their face in their hands. Uh, because sometimes when we're not 100% sure, we do this to ourselves. It's like we torture ourselves and not allow us, ourselves to make an actual decision because we don't know, we don't want to make a bad choice, and then we kind of stay frozen, like frozen in place. And what I'm going to tell you is I'd like to um I'm not too fond of change. Yeah, I can see that, but I'm going to encourage you right now to embrace it, because the following card is right here, the 3 of Wands.
It's
And
pretty.
this is the card of taking that next step. This is like no longer thinking about it or wondering, should I do it? This is the card of committing to whatever it is. Like, I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I've thought about it, I've prayed about it, I've, meditated on it, and this is what I'm doing. What I noticed between the first reading and this one is I had the Three of Wands, and I think you had like the Three of Cups. Three is a number of growth, which I feel like goes back to this wheel card, Wheel of Fortune. It's a card of growth, but growth sometimes is uncomfortable. And when you experience growth, it could be for all the right reasons, but sometimes you feel growing pains as a result of it. Like in the beginning might be a little bit of that honeymoon stage, like, oh, this is amazing, this is great, da da da. But then, like, once you start getting acclimated to it, you start to see, wait, hold on, this is throwing a kink into my plan. This is, messing up how I like to do things. So what I'm thinking, just quick overview of these cards, is don't think about things too long and hard. Just kind of open yourself up and embrace the change, because it's here for your higher self. Like earlier we were talking about like affirmations, right? And being open. I think you have to, like, because to me this is like an angel here, right? The angel wouldn't be bringing you that change if it was something bad for you.
Right.
So just kind of be open, because you never know. Sometimes the things that you least expected are the things that you most needed in that moment. You just had no idea.
Love it. That's great. Okay, so Christine, I hope that was okay for you. Thank you for your question tonight. Especially during Mercury retrograde, everybody, now is the time not to go out spending money, and kind of doing a little bit of hermiting for growth, and it helps us navigate through change easier. Polly's next. After Polly is Star Traveler Muse Linda, and then Tiger Dragon. So Polly is a message from my guides, please.
From my guides. I just want to like shout out Lucia real quick, because I keep seeing her use this Oracle of the Radiant Sun. And I was like falling in love with it. So I got it. And then I felt like, oh, it looks so fancy. I don't know if I could read with it, but I'm loving it so far.
Oh my gosh. I got poppers.
Love those. All right. Message from the guides. Hi, Amia.
Hello, Amia. Welcome. She's still in the hospital, she says.
Oh,
Sending prayers.
I'm glad you're getting the care that you need, Amia.
Hi, Beth. Beth is here. Okay. Are you ready? You want me to go?
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. All right, Polly. Polly. Okay. Okay, Polly. Let me look in my image here. Looks like there's some challenges, and I don't know if it's work or with people, but usually when I get this card, it's about everybody wants the same end result, but sometimes it's really hard to agree on the path to get that same result. So be mindful of the stance that you take, because if you're too assertive and maybe you win this argument, people just won't be happy with you. But yet you don't want to lay down and let everybody else win either. So it's just be mindful of your ideas and your what you say. It's almost one of those cards where, think before you speak. But just know that you can rise above this and come out a victor. You just have to choose your battles mostly. So, could be work. Got it. Okay. So at work, you just choose your battles. Very important. Um, Especially through this retrograde period. Now, if it wasn't retrograde, I would say, you can be more assertive, but just sometimes it's best to just, during a retrograde, is sit back and watch it all happen. Let the chaos happen without your energy in it. And when they're finally like, you know, a little beaten down amongst themselves, you have that fresh energy to step in and say, hey, what about this? I've been thinking while you guys are being knights on the battlefield there. So the next one, I love this card for you. So your story here is the Knight of Pentacles. So um, this is about you being in the quest of your resources. Um, so normally the knights, of Pentacles are the slowest moving knights because they're really taking their time and assessing everything. They're looking at every step to take, every fine line, underline, small print, and everything. The unique thing is this knight is on a butterfly.
Ooh.
So this tells me that what you're questing for is starting to transform, transmute. So be patient with the process, whatever you're trying to manifest, and just know that it's ever changing and ever evolving. And like I said, during retrograde, you got to go with the flow with that go, and but know that things are transforming around you and for your betterment. So you don't want to rush anything right now or rush into decision making. And so your moon card is take inspired action. Okay.
Ooh.
So while you're on your quest, yeah, so during that retrogrades, this is the time to recede a little bit, get your planning going, get it all ready. So when you come out of the gate of retrograde, you're ready, you're pumped, you're fired up, and this is when you take your inspired actions. So keep dreaming, keep patient while we're going through this retrograde, and kind of let the chaotic energies, you know, talk amongst themselves, and you just sit back, collect your information. While watching these other people, you can learn a lot about other people and how they react, so you will know how to navigate through particular conversations with them when it's time to join in the mix there. So there's my story for you tonight, Polly. Good luck with that. Hey, John, how are you?
Hi, John. Awesome. All right. I kind of get the feeling that it might be work related as well because I have two cards from Pentacles, and they're both court cards. And so the feeling that I'm getting is like there's mixed energy, like there's some people behaving like kids and then other people trying to be like the boss. I'm the one that knows, I have the experience, and then you got the that like youthful energy, like so I feel like there's a lot of disconnect between these two energies. And I think during a time like this, it's really hard because people tend to, well, first, let me show you. We have the card of speculation. This is the second time this card comes out tonight. Speculation. This is Jupiter, Cancer, Jupiter and Cancer. So sometimes you have people, I like to call them pot stirrers. They
Hmm.
come into the situation and then they make it, I don't know, more than it needs to be. They get extra special, extra dramatic, extra this and that and the other. They add to it. They start speculating. Well, I think blah,
They put
blah,
too
blah.
much cayenne pepper in that.
Yes. Well, I think this. Well, I think that. And did you see this and that and the other? So I think there's a lot of that. For me, the biggest thing coming out of this is keep your nose clean. Keep your nose clean and observe, but don't like put yourself into the throes of what is happening, because it's very easy to get pulled into scenarios even when you don't add to the conversation. Just by being there, process of um, association, you could get involved in the situation. So I'm just going to say, be careful, be mindful, stay grounded, and discern. That's the word that comes to me. Discern, like what it is that is yours to kind of take a part of and what you should step back from. The two cards that we got were right here. We have the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. And like the king is very, I'm seeing like someone who's very set in their ways, almost stuck there. And the page is just all over the place. We could do anything. That's a great idea. What if we did that? You ever have those people in meetings? What if we did this? And you're just like, how are we supposed to do that? Just
That's
take it
funny.
in stride. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Seems like there's a lot of work energy in this reading. Oh, we have a few who are very dramatic. Yeah,
Mhm.
those are the ones. Those are the ones.
All right, Polly. Best of luck to you in that situation. All right, next we have Linda, Star Traveler Muse.
Awesome.
You have a reading. All right.
General.
Um, Linda, I think I had you twice. Oh, wait, I do have it. Never mind. I thought I docked it. So give me 1 second here. Okay. So, yes, General. Going through a crisis.
Okay.
I hate that. So we need a limbo reading.
Mhm. Okay. I was gonna tell you that I absolutely love that little deck that you were using with the little characters. It looks like the Dark Mansion, like the little skinny characters.
Oh, that I'm doing tonight? Wait, no, when?
What you just had it in a reading. Maybe it was the Seven of Swords that came out,
Oh,
or
today? Oh,
yeah.
you would love this deck. It's called Enchanted Garden.
No, was it that one with the weird
Yeah.
characters?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Enchanted Tarot of the Enchanted Garden.
This to me is like my Lunar Fae deck.
Mm-hmm.
It has such Fae energy, but otherworldly energy. So I love this deck. You would love it. Enchanted Garden. Tarot of the Enchanted Garden.
I wrote it down.
Yes. Love it.
I wasn't called yet. No, not yet, Cat Goddess. Not yet. We're making our way.
We are. So what I like about it, it's kind of watercolory, but it is more earth tone, not like pastel watercolors. It's more earth tone.
Yeah.
Okay. Then,
Oh, crisis. Oh, crisis. Oh, yeah. I can see. I see it.
go first?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we are talking about finances a little bit because that was one of her. I had her down 3 times.
Oh,
So yeah, so General going through a crisis right now, and I think it has to do with a little bit of finance. But I want to say that my first two cards talk about resources for you. So these two came out together, so I'm going to read them together. We got the Ace of Pentacles, and that's all about the beginnings of your uh, the sometimes for me the Ace of Pentacles is the resources of healing. So you'll be given the gift of a resource to help with healing. For me, it's about creating a healing space. um, a lot of times I like to say in the garden because that's usually where the Ace of Pentacles is placed. But making yourself a little healing sanctuary, whether it's just a corner, whether it's in the bathtub, it's a place where you can go and rest and recuperate and heal and maybe meditate. And but it's also the beginnings of if we're talking finance, it's the beginning of things looking better for you, because I also got the 9 of Pentacles for you. So hang in there. If this is a financial situation, hang in there, because during the process, make sure you're planting your seeds, you're nurturing them, you're watching your resources, you're going out there and getting more information about the positive navigations of your energies for resources. So, but this is a card that is all your endeavors and your fruits of labor will pan out for you. Um, then we got the 6 of Cups energy. So I feel like a little nostalgic energy is, I think, going to play with this Ace of Pentacles here. I'm going to invite you to take those times, those respite times, and think back to your childhood. What was it that made you happy, made you giggle? I don't know if you were in my last live. I was advising everybody to go out and buy some bubbles. So do bubbles. Do the things that made you happy as a child. Bring it into your adult life. This raises your vibrational energy, which helps with healing, and it helps with attracting positive energies your way. And Linda, if you didn't hear my affirmation or mantra before, I am open and receptive to the abundance that flows into my life. And it could be health, it could be about money. So, but the more you raise your vibrational energy, the more that universe is attracted to you and to bring you good things. So, just be patient through this process. And again, Mercury retrograde. So, and then my moon card for you says relax. So, take some time, because sometimes there's nothing you can do about a particular thing right here, right now. So instead of taking that time feeding into the energies of worry, step back into something that makes you happy, and relax into that energy. And you don't want this anxiety to steal your health energy. So you're just being asked to do more for you and your health, and just not to worry too much, calling your guides, asking them to assist you in this situation, and trust in the process. So, Linda, I hope that helps you. We'll see what Elizabeth has to say.
I feel like you were feeling it because you let out such a deep breath in that
I am.
moment where you, yeah. Yes. So before you said that it was finance, I was thinking romance actually. So
Ooh.
I'm going to reframe just in case, but if you feel like it is romance, just let me know. Maybe put a little heart, and then I know. If it's finance, then put a little dollar sign. But um,
Yeah, let
Here's
us
what I
know.
have. Yes, yes. If you don't mind, you don't have to go into details, but you can use a little emoji. That would work. So you said that you're going through a crisis. I don't want to say it's so funny, but it's just, I'm always like blown away by how spirit works, because the card that came out was this, the Five of Wands, which is the card of conflict, of maybe even competition, or maybe being pushed to be bigger, be better, be bolder, do something different, something that pushes you into the outside of your comfort zone. So I do see that energy here, but what I see is, as a result of that, you have kind of pulled back and gone within. Is what I see here. I feel like you've pulled back from the situation and gone within. There's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes when we're in these challenging situations, they're meant to help us be better, do things different, right? And if we pull back into ourselves, like for example, for me, when I'm in a challenge situation like that, I tend to like back up slowly into the corner, right? Into the like, you know. But then you're not actually, going and facing whatever it is. And I feel like spirit has a tendency to put things in your path over and over again until you learn that lesson. And I feel like that's what's happening. The final card is the Ace of Swords. So a new thought, a new mindset shift, right? It could be a mindset shift. Maybe as a result of this conflict, let me show you these. Like maybe as a result of the conflict, maybe you took some time to yourself, maybe a little bit of time to internalize. But this card is saying don't stay in there too long, because true growth comes from grabbing that wand and taking the next step. Not wand, sword. Taking the sword and taking that next step. I can't help but notice all those butterflies there. For me, butterflies signal transformation and growth and a new opportunity to be bigger and better. And so with these cards, I, of course, pulled out oracle cards, and I wanted to share that with you. So the reason that I was going romance, and it doesn't have to be romance, but I was thinking like romance because, of course, the romance card came up. The romance card came up. And then we have submission, right? Like, look how interesting this is. You have romance, you have submission, like the bird in the cage, and then here, assertion. And think about what a potent story that tells. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be that you were drawn to do something new or different. And in the beginning, you loved it. You swooned. You thought it was great, magnificent. You know, why didn't I think of this sooner? It could be that kind of energy. And then all of a sudden, you found yourself trapped by the very thing that first enticed you to begin with. So it doesn't have to be romantic, it could be anything that pulls you in, and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, hold on, this isn't what I thought it was going to be, right? But ultimately, you have the power here, and I think that's what this card is saying. It's wanting you to, step into, realize that, and step into your power, and realize that you can conquer anything. You can conquer anything that is, that comes into your path. You just have to learn how to, like spirit is giving you the sword right here, right? This assertion card came out right underneath the sword card. So spirit is handing you the sword. It's up to you what you decide to do with it.
Wow.
I'm thinking slay.
Slay the dragon. What deck is that Ace of Swords from?
This is Tarot of the Distant Past.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a make playing cards. It's a make playing cards deck. Yeah, I got it for myself for my birthday last year.
Ah.
Yeah. I like decks like this with like classical art.
Oh,
but
me
a lot,
too.
yeah, and then a lot of them have like really earthy tones, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I love like blues and greens, and this deck has a lot of colors like that, so I was
Yeah.
like, I have to get it.
Oh my God. So, all right. So, thank you. I hope that helps you.
Yes, hopefully that resonated. Let us know. If I'm totally off, it's okay. You can tell me that too. Hi, Michael Stevens. How are you?
Hello and welcome. Okay, we have Dragon. Tiger Dragon.
Ah,
Um, Tiger Dragon is here. Well, let's see. Are you still here, Tiger Dragon? We've been reading for a little over half an hour, so we people may come. He's ready. Um, but welcome, Michael. It's good to have male energy in chat.
yes.
It's not too often we get that, so I appreciate. I was even prepared. I got me a different deck to use for them as well. So we're reading
Mhm.
from Tiger Dragon. So, and just thank you everybody for popping in and please remember, if you will, hit the like button. Go on both channels, hit the like buttons, subscribe,
Mm.
share the love, and yeah. So here we go.
Wow.
Tiger Dragon.
General.
My cards are all cattywampus. It's like I must have messed up when I shuffled. Okay. I'm pulling a unique deck for you, Tiger Dragon.
Yeah, Tiger Dragon, are you like going through something? Tell me now. Are you going through something?
Okay, I'm ready for Tiger Dragon.
Okay.
Uh, oh, I thought you said let's kill Ginger.
I saw that too, and I was like, what?
Let's get Ginger to kill. Let's kill it. Linda says, cool cards, something like that. You're not off track. I just want to be able to make the right decisions. I really want the situation resolved now. I will work on raising my vibration.
Love that.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, so Tiger Dragon. This is cool for you. Getting the full.
Mm.
New journeys are coming your way. Slay Ginger. Or you tell me to slay it. So yeah, it's like your guides are behind you, just saying, yeah, let's go on a new journey. Pack your bags, we're going. There might be a little bit of risk that in some of our decision makings, but sometimes what's that risk? with no risk, no reward. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah,
um,
something like that. Yes.
but don't get too flighty that you do walk off a cliff. So be mindful of your steps as you're taking this new journey and taking some risks, stepping outside the box, or yeah. So there's like this invisible bridge here for this fool to step off of, and he's just happy. I just feel a happy energy there for you. And I wanted another card from that deck, and I love this card for you. So, um, this is about planning this journey. And you have a hawk energy. So, you have hawk spirit guide. And this hawk is, I really see you like uh, sending out this hawk to survey the land for you so you can plan your path. Um, uh, there was I'm also thinking if you have ever thought about working with Osiris. He if you call upon Osiris energy, he's like he lends you his eye, and so the eye to be able to foresee the path in front of you so that you can better plan your steps, your strategy. So we're talking strategery here. So there we go. Chat's jumping. So your next card is the Queen of Cups. So Queen, non-gender Pacific. Listen to me. Non-gender Pacific here. It's about stepping into your power, using your intuition, because queens are a little more intuitive than the kings are. And so this is about using your intuition and your foresight for your path and that's full of unfolding before you. So this new journey. So trust your intuition when you're, as you're trying to do a little bit of risk taking. Trust your intuition. Let that lead you throughout this journey. And your final card is, oh gosh, Izanagi and Izanami. Okay, so this is about yin and yang energy, birth and death, conception, dedicated, chosen family. It says. I pulled out a unique deck for you, Tiger Dragon. So this card is speaking the story of, um, leaving things behind because you're emerging into a new phase path of your journey here, and balancing, using mind and heart balance, just staying open and aware of your surroundings. Chosen family means to me is about you will be finding your new tribe, or you found it and just haven't dove in. I can't speak tonight. I'm going to blame it on Mercury retrograde. Atmospheric phenomenons. There's storms going on all over it. But anyway, so finding your tribe, Tiger. And, part of your tribe is, I think, here in YouTube. We all got your back. We're all here forever. Each and every one of us are here for each other. And I love this community. So, so birth and death and conception. Now, when I see conception, it's the conception I'm hearing of ideas. So, so let those ideas flow, and look forward. Have the energy of looking forward to this new journey and what's coming your way. Get excited about it, and really trusting your intuition. So let's see what Elizabeth has for you.
I wanted to say hi to Selena, who popped in real quick.
I know.
And when I looked up from my cards and I see you live, and I was like, I do. Was I not supposed to today? And then I realized she was correcting her previous. It was thumbs up on your. She was meaning to say live, but she said on your life. So then all I saw was you live, and I'm like, I do.
And she reminded me, she was saying she was late because she was uh, um, uh, messing around with her altar, cleaning her altar, and which makes me go back to, since we've had some financial questions in here. Nancy keeps telling me I should do a video or a live on money altars, and
Ooh, yeah.
so just for the time being, anybody just take a beautiful crystal. You know, the poor regular old quartz crystal gets overlooked because of all these beautiful colors of amethyst and but take a crystal, whether it's quartz, amethyst, citrine, carnelian, and jade, whatever you can find, putting it in the southeast corner if it's all about money, north facing if it's about career. But put some money under that and put that affirmation of I am open and receptive to abundance. I have, I think, 3 places in my house, and it's yeah, see, she
Mhm.
does too. So definitely, for those of you who are concerned about their finances, I can just attest this, that I may not be rich, but somehow magically I always have the money for the things I need, even if it's a big ticket. Somehow, some way, and always be grateful and show gratitude to the universe about your
Mhm.
abundance. So
Yeah, that's so true. So I used to create a crystal grid for money manifestation. And
yes,
then this year I switched over to a bowl. So I'm experimenting with the bowl. I do like the grid, but I'm experimenting with the bowl. And then on the subject of gratitude, I
is it
keep
that
this
salt
here.
bowl?
I don't have salt in mine, but I have other herbs, and I have herbs and crystals and spices and cards and different things that mean,
Yeah.
that for me. But I keep this. This is a gratitude jar, and every time something happens, I stick it in here. Uh, and it's just the perfect way to like honor. And then on the days where you're feeling down, because we're not perfect, we have days where we're feeling down and out, and then I can sit with this and I could go back and look at all the things that brought me joy, and feel good about myself. So yeah, I love that, and I wish more people would do that.
Yeah.
We got to find ways to bring joy into our life.
I know we do. Tiger Dragon says double water sign. He's a Scorpio. Mind you, I love Scorpios. My grandmother was a Scorpio. High respect for Scorpio. I'm
Mm.
Cancer. So, what's your other water sign? Are you Cancer, or are you? I got lost.
Cancer, the
Cancer,
Pisces.
Scorpio, and Pisces.
Pisces,
Thank
are
you.
you Pisces? Like, oh.
Yes, atmospheric phenomenon, folks. I'm just, yeah. Here I am. So, are you ready for?
I'm ready.
uh,
I'm ready. I kind of get the feeling though, like something big or uncomfortable is going on. That seems to be like the theme tonight, I feel like. Uh, Anyways, we'll start with the first card. I'm using the Crystal Keys Tarot, and I damaged my deck with water, and now I find that it reads even better than before. So
Love it.
should I spill water on all my decks? I don't know. Thinking about it. No, I'm just kidding. The first card we have here is the King of Swords. I don't know if this is you or someone in your life. I get like I kind of get like this is an energy that's trying to like keep the peace, only because the reading ends with the Temperance card. It's what's in the middle that has me like I feel like there's a lot of like discombobulated energy in the middle of this reading. So you have your King of Swords who's trying to kind of rise above the situation, clear the clutter, and I don't know, like do the right thing. Like sometimes we make this choice, like I just want to do the right thing. I want to do right by people, right by myself, and by my situation. But right now, it just feels like the situation itself makes it difficult for you to even do that. We have the Seven of Swords. Traditionally, this is the card. Some people think of it as the card of mischief, the card of trickery, the card of somebody's, up to no good in the background. And I don't know, it could be all those things, but it could also be like for me, sevens are about assessments. And this could be like assessing your current situation and really thinking about what is working for me and what needs to change, right? What could I do to free this one sword out of there to change my whole situation? But I feel like there's this pattern um, of heavy masculine energy, because you have that Seven of Swords, but then there's also here the Five of Wands. So we were talking, this card came up earlier. A lot of people connect this to maybe competitions gone awry, uh, challenge situation, conflict, uh, maybe everybody kind of out for themselves instead of working together as part of a team. So there's a lot of disarray here. With that Five of Wands, the crystal on that is red jasper, which to me is a crystal that I would use for grounding. It's great for root chakra. But this is a perfect example of what could happen when you're not grounded. Because
Are
the
those
root
unicorn
chakra,
ones?
yeah, like when you think about like the root chakra, that's what makes you feel safe, protected, uh, and like you're in your own personal sanctuary. And this Five of Wands kind of shows the opposite of that, right? Like there's a lot of fire in there. It almost feels like lava flowing from a volcano, to a certain extent. So there's a lot of energy here. It's trapped in between this King of Swords, this energy that's like trying to manage and learn from these situations, but it's not easy. And then we end with the Temperance card, trying to find, the secret sauce, trying to find the sweet spot. How do you balance all of this out? How do you balance all of this energy? Uh, it's a trial and error situation. Maybe you're trying different things. Maybe you're having luck. Maybe you're not having luck. But after a while, you know, you start to wonder, well, like, gosh, what haven't I thought of? What haven't I thought of yet? But the final card that's coming out is the Three of Pentacles. And for me, that brings in a little bit of hope, that maybe the idea is not going to come from you. Maybe the idea is going to come from working within a group of people that is going to bring a little bit more clarity to this situation, because there's a lot of, I don't know, smoke and mirrors is what I kind of feel with this reading. There's a lot going on, and we're trying to balance and temper all these different things. But I'm getting the sense that there's somebody that's going to come into the picture and kind of help bring it back into perspective and allow you to maybe dissect the different pieces and then tackle them in smaller form versus looking at the big picture. Sometimes you have to break it down into smaller pieces in order to work through it and resolve the different things. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm getting. Let me know what you're thinking as you're listening to this.
Okay, he says, who doesn't have Seven of Swords and Five of Wands energy? It's true. It's true. Thank you, Liz. I'm balancing a lot so far. I'm working with Michael too for temperance.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. And Okay. Next is Liz and Ah, and I want to get a different deck for her. Two decks peeking out. Let's see. Let's see.
Next few months. That's a long time.
Yeah. I can do 3. That's it.
Okay. Yeah.
The power of 3. 3
Yeah,
months.
3 feels good. 3 feels good.
But even then, energies change so much. Oh, God bless. Is that good? I think so. Okay. All right. I feel like ditching this moon deck. I don't like these messages.
Oh.
Just for the
Which
moment.
moon deck?
This one's the Moonology, the first one. Manifestations.
The manifestation cards, yeah.
I mean, it's a good deck.
I think earlier you were asking me. I use Queen of the Moon. I use
Yeah.
Queen of the Moon, and then I use a Spanish deck called Oráculo Lunar, and I use them both together, and I love them.
Oh, okay. I know very little Spanish. Oracle of the Moon.
Yeah.
Okay, Liz, let's get going. We still have a long list. So anybody who you've not been forgotten, we've just got a long list tonight, and we're trying our best to get to everybody.
Sorry, I talk too much.
As do I. All right, so direction. Well, first you got also the 3 of Cups. I find it funny that 78 cards and you still pull the same one for a couple people. I love this. So,
Yeah.
but something within the next few months is going to be cause for celebration. So, pick some friends that are dear to you. Go out and have a drink, whether it's tea or going to a bar and having a couple sips of the jocular liquidation. But something's going to happen. Good news is coming, and it's going to be cause for celebration. So for direction, we got the 2 of Pentacles here. So it's again we're in retrograde. Retrograde. Maybe I put too much honey in my tea or something. I don't know. I get a dog. So it's about balance. So I'm balancing the 3D world with the I gotta take a break and have some fun kind of world. So do something fun, do something unique this summer. Plan, even if it's a daycation, a couple hours drive, into the mountains or to the sea, whichever you prefer and are able to do, but getting out of the city and taking time to do some earthing. It's like trying to escape retrograde, Go out in the forest and earth, and the retrograde can't touch you in the forest. That's what I'm going to say. It's my story, and I'm going to stick to it. So it's about balance. So don't forget to have fun while you have to do your to-do list and your have to gotta do's, and so there's that. I decided to go to the divine doors for you since you talked about direction, and I haven't read for it in a while. So this is a very unique door. I love it. Here's your door, and your door says three-eyed raven. So the It's very tiny writing. Okay. As sunrise hits upon the dew, a messenger raven calls. Wait, hang on.
For you. That rhymes.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. As, as sunrise hits upon the dew, a messenger raver calls out with news. Prepare for the unexpected, which makes sense with this Three of Cups card. So I love that. And then I pulled from the Medicine Heart. I love her. People need it. So, your message is your soul is entering the center of the mandala, encountering infinite possibilities. This is the wild place where excitement, chaos, and creative freedom abide. Here's where your new potentials and opportunities arise as if out of nowhere of magic and synchronicity. This may seem things may seem to be falling apart, but in a more meaningful and true way, they are really falling into place. And there is your image here.
So
So
pretty.
there you go, Liz. I hope that's a little bit of inspiration for the things you might be going through right now.
Mm. All right. So I'm gonna approach this 3 months out. So the first set of cards is gonna be for July, and which it almost sounds like incredible to even say that out loud, that this year is like we're already in July. But I feel like in the month of July, you might be looking forward to some change. We have the Fool making a presence. And I always like this card because this Fool is not being forced. This is a conscious decision that they are making to put themselves out there. And I think you'll find that whatever this is, this energy in the month of July, it's going to be something that, like, that's so good, like you didn't know you needed it. I think you're going to find a huge sense of fulfillment in whatever it is that shifts for you in the month of July. So that's what we have for July. Then we go into August, and here we have the Three of Wands. Now, notice that this card has been coming up in like almost every reading or every like
And
deck
different
that
deck.
I have.
Different
Yes,
deck.
yes. So Three of Wands in August, and so this is the card of, again, like putting yourself out there and making the decisions that are going to take you one step closer to materializing your plans. And the card that has come up with this is right here. This is Mercury in Leo, and we have the card Drama. So this, I think, is just a little bit of a warning to, to beware of dramatics as you push, because sometimes when you remember in July, you had that Fool, and now in the Three of Wands, you're getting closer to doing whatever it is that you set out to do. And there's always those naysayers that come, and they have thoughts and they have opinions, and well, you should have done this and you should have done, well, who asked you? Like, really? Who asked you? Right now I'm doing me, right? So just be mindful that sometimes when you make different choices, different than is expected, people are going to have thoughts and opinions. But you take that, like, how they say, like with a grain of salt, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So there's your July, August. Wow, July, August, and then September. Oh my God. And we have the page. We have the Page of Wands. I love all of the oranges and the yellows in this card. I don't
Mhm.
know if you're in an area where you get to see the changing of the seasons. I don't get to see that here, but that's what this reminds me of as you approach September. It looks like Page of Wands. I mean, page could be an incoming, right? Could be an incoming message, but also page could be learning something new, something different, something, it could be asking you to be more curious, to pick up a new skill, to try something new. Like here, she's playing an instrument. It doesn't necessarily have to be an instrument, but it could be something creative. This is the energy of fire, so it could be something creative. It could be art. It could be music. It could be, it could be literally anything. I feel like whatever that is going to turn on. Here we have the card of lust. And I would like to challenge people to think of, like, lust doesn't always have to be like physical, sexual in nature. Lust could be you're lusting after something that makes you feel alive again, right? Remember that you had that full energy at the beginning of all of this. So you could be craving, like it could be, there's a slow build up here, momentum. You could see that with this volcano here about to erupt, right? So I just say, like, be open to the possibilities. Don't let other people's thoughts and opinions get in the way and take away from your sense of satisfaction. And be open to trying different things, to learning different things. Experience, it could be an experience. That's what I have. Hopefully some of this makes a little sense for you. Let me know.
Perfect. Okay.
Sense for you. Let
Oh,
me know.
hello. All of a sudden, I wanted to be heard. Okay, so Deke is here. So next is Deke. And Deke. Oh, hello. Where are you, Deke? There you are. General. General is fine. Oh, wait, what happened? Oh, okay. So he had first asked about his financial situation. So we can read on those energies if you like. So maybe we'll do a little combo, general and let's see what everybody has to say. Thank you, Liz, by the way. I hope our readings,
I was gonna ask, did they say anything? Like,
Liz, she says, good news, Elizabeth. Gracias.
de nada.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, perfect. And then, yeah, perfect. All right. All right. So, Deke, if I may ask, are you, so that I just want to have the right pronouns, are you male or females? Because I want to choose different cards for males tonight. Unless you like the moon cards, that's fine. So, don't hide my comments. Okay. But anyways,
Financial situation.
let's see. See, it's female. DK. Okay, perfect. Thank you, D. And then welcome, Lucy Warren's World. I love that.
Yeah. Lucy's been hanging out. Lori came in.
Awesome.
She just came from her astrology class.
I saw that. How exciting. I know very little, and I do, the more I learn, the more fascinating, and like astrology does not lie. We always say tarot cards don't lie, but
Curly door dashing.
astro.
Well done.
All
Well
right.
done. See, you could earn money and listen to your favorite tarot content at the same time.
Exactly. All right, D. Okay. The fun making card. 13.
It's so interesting.
Okay, Jazzy Bella,
Hi, Jazzy.
you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So this reading is for you. I kind of get the sense we have two nights coming up in this reading, and I kind of get the sense that this might be you. We have the Knight of Cups here. We start with the Knight of Cups. We're ending with the Knight of Coins.
Mm.
I can't help but get the feeling here that maybe that Knight of Cups is you, but Spirit really wants you to be more like the Knight of Coins. Right? Like, don't let your heart sway you into purchases or spending that doesn't work for the bottom line, is what I'm getting here. I think the advice is Spirit wants you to think about the legacy that it is that you're trying to leave behind. I say that because the advice card is right here, 10 of cups. And like, this is the card of infinite, like, it's just auspicious all the way around. I feel like Spirit wants you to focus on this as a goal for yourself. So when you're thinking of making purchases or how you're living financially, I feel like Spirit wants you to think about this before you think about anything else. What is your life goal? What is your plan? What is it that you're trying to accomplish at the end of the day? Because that might help you to reframe some of the purchase. Like, maybe that doesn't mean stop purchases altogether. Maybe that means postpone them for now, or maybe that means hold off for the time being. But I do get this feeling like there are things in the way that you're working right now that are working against you instead of for you. So it's like this call to action to kind of remember to keep your goals front and center, but also find that balance, because it's really hard to work and and never do anything nice for yourself or kind for yourself. Here we have the Temperance Angel coming up with that 10 of coins. I do feel like this is try to find a blend between where you are right now and this future state, this Knight of Coins, because the Knight of Coins is like very methodical about the way that they do things. They're very goal oriented. This is the kind of person that is going to like cross their T's, dot their I's. It's very difficult to get them off their path, because they have a goal. It's like they have blinders on. They have a goal and they want to do things a certain kind of way. They can kind of be a little bit stubborn in that sense, whereas the Knight of Cups could be a little bit more free flowing. This is who I am, this is how I come, love me where I'm at right now, right? So I feel like Spirit is asking like for a balance of those two energies, and just like remind you to keep, if you don't have like some kind of like a vision board, maybe you need to create one. And it doesn't have to be a big old fancy vision board. It could be something that you screenshot right onto your phone and you look at that every single day, and it reminds you of the things that you want to accomplish for yourself, just so that you stay on track. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's hard. Work, and then you can't afford to do anything. And I don't know if this is you, but this happens, right? We're talking real life here. Sometimes we're in this situation, and then we're like, we reach a breaking point where we're like, that's it, I'm tired, I'm fed up, I do all these things, and then you go crazy and you spend all this stuff, and then you're like, oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. So it could be as easy as like shifting here and there allow yourself, because you have to allow yourself space to enjoy what you're doing. You know, there's that expression, live to work versus work to live, you know, so it's something to think about. I think there's a way to do it, but we have to be creative, and we definitely, you know, need to mix things up and do things just a little bit differently.
Love that. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Mhm.
I have something very similar because I got the two of
Mhm.
Pentacles, and where my lighting just shifted. Ooh, okay. So, anyways, again, balance. Uh, you said you were 62. Yeah, I'm 60. I just turned 61, so I'm at that same spot. Just work so long. I'm just so tired, and this is like they keep making it more work to retire. And even when you retire, we have all the, I mean, I'm watching these videos that, you, of course, you look up one video and you get all these streams, and we got to do our studies on retiring when we're near that age, because it's not simple. It's not a simple process. So, but in the meantime, spirit's asking you to make sure you're balancing just a lot of what Elizabeth's saying. We need to balance um, play and work and managing the money. I mean, we just we work we're so tired that we can't get out and play when we're off because it's like we need to rest and recoup. But a conversation I was having today, sometimes going out is a form of respite, recuperation, rest. Um, uh, find a place in nature if you can. That's the biggest recommendation I like to give. But if to get out of the city in itself, um, if you don't feel like you can't go walking around in places, just a nice drive somewhere sometimes is better than sitting at home and sitting in stagnant energy. We need more vitamin D, excuse me. Sitting in our dark cell all the time isn't happy for us. So finding time and balance. Do you live near the water, or can you go near the water? I was just looking. The This isn't what I'm sure the image isn't portraying, but I see this person like surfing, riding the wave.
Mhm.
So another message there too is about riding those waves, going with the flow and not trying to fight the currents and stuff like that. So, um, let's see what she's saying here. She moved from New York State, where the pay is not the greatest. Um, so she admits she needs to manage her money better. I have a job where I walk a lot, so I need to rest my knees when I'm off. I get it, and you don't have a car. Okay. Do you have a space outside I mean, when it's not 90? Oh, hello. 95 degrees out. Um, just taking pockets of time where you're just even going out in if you can in the mornings on your day off before it gets too hot. Let me try to get this thing to focus again. And just grounding, so grounding energy. um, bring more light into your home, or bring some plants into your home. Uh, we just need more, um, even indirect sunlight. But balancing, yes. So balancing the resources that are available to you. The next card I have for you, Knight of Wands. So here you're being asked to go out on a quest. But this is a quest of using your creativity. What, I mean, do you knit? Do you do art? Do you bake? Doing something creative, and perhaps you might be able to find a way of making some extra income doing so. I mean, gosh, I go to these I don't go often, but I like to go to the farmer's market when I can. And people selling even cookies. Just, you don't realize how many people like, I would love a cookie right now. And they're very inexpensive to buy. And so, people love to treat themselves with the inexpensive pleasures of life. So,
Mhm.
she can take a train to the park where I like to go. That would be perfect. Um,
That would probably be good for her knees, to rest.
exactly. Um, yeah. So your team wants you to make sure you're keeping your vibrational energy raised by doing things you love, and some of these things can be beneficial to others as well. So keep that in mind. And then I went ahead for you and pulled out of this deck again. Here's the image that's coming out here. So first of all, when I look at the image itself, there's $2 here, and oh, you might be getting $2 in the mail. So all in one place. um, but to me, the deer reminds me of the antlers. Remind me of connection to spirit, connection to source energy. So she looks like she's in a meditative state. So connecting with your guides each and every day is also a form of respite, and forming a relationship with your guiding team is well, mine is anyway, is very comedic sometimes, but just knowing that universe has your back makes you, well, me, I'll just speak for me, it's just made me feel stronger because I know I'm supported, whether it's spiritually or by friends around me. It's a wonderful feeling knowing that your spirit guides, the angels, have your back. They help you with your strength to stand when you feel like you're going to fall down. So connecting with them. But the message here is value your process and value yourself enough to set boundaries with yourself and with others. Whatever issue may be troubling your mind or heart will not last. A protective guiding wisdom ensures your liberation and your fulfillment. So there's your little oracle message for you, Dee. So thank you so much for letting us read for you tonight.
Yeah.
Um, hang in there, baby. I'm with you. I want to retire. I'm tired. I'm tired.
You were showing that it was a night. I forgot which one, and you said it was like you had to be creative when you showed the card.
I
And the what I thought in that moment was like barter. Sometimes you could barter goods and services with somebody else that's in a similar situation. Well, let me help you with this and you help me with that. We help each other out and we also create a friendship. I thought of that because recently I saw a video where the girl she was crocheting tarot bags, but she wanted a book, like a book. And so she said, if anybody has this book and you're not using it, you're done with it, let me know. I would love to have it, and maybe we could, trade. Maybe I can make you a tarot bag and you could give me the book. And I thought to myself, that's ingenious. I love that because talk about being creative, to get what you need to
Mhm.
change
Yeah,
things up a little bit.
yeah. And she says she always sees deers when she gets off the train after
Oh,
work.
nice.
And so deer is a reminder for us to be gentle with ourselves as well as others. But sometimes we give, and we forget to love ourselves, be gentle with ourselves, be patient with ourselves. So, but thank you, Dee. Thank you for letting us read for you tonight. So, all right, we have Diane. After Diane, we have Tasha, we have Gabby, and we have Cat Goddess. So, if you guys are here, let me know. Say hello, and we're doing our bit. Oh, it's 9 o'clock already. How are you
I
feeling?
was gonna say, yeah, it's getting late. I don't know if we'll be able to do all of them, but hopefully we can at least do one or
Yeah.
two more. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Free Cycle. Oh, that's a great resource. Thank you, Mangled.
so all right, Diane Elizabeth, are you still here? So we have, yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 more. So maybe we can just do what we
Well,
can.
Cat Goddess is here.
Okay.
I think she was the last of the 4. I don't
And
know if the others are
right,
there.
right. And then Gabby says, still hanging on here. You both are great. So, if we have to, we may just pull maybe 2 cards for everybody to get through. But you want to do something like that?
Yeah, so who was next on the list?
Diane, and she said, not mom for Cookie. So, yeah.
All
So,
right. What was Diane's question then?
okay, sorry. All right.
Cookie.
July.
Going into July. Okay. For July.
And so for Diane, Tasha, Gabby, and Cat Goddess, we're going to do 2 card readings for now, but at least the next time I'm on, I will take your names down to give you a longer reading the next time we're on and push you up the list a little bit. So, all right. Are you ready for her?
No, I was just thinking, I was thinking. I love so many people are hanging out and sharing space with us,
Okay. All right, Diane. This is crazy. You got the crazy strength card, the cat with the crazy hair. Look at this. This is out of that deck, Elizabeth. The lion went and got a perm. So my first message is to go out and do something for yourself. I don't go to the hairdresser often. Well, today's a bad day. I used this beautiful hair rinse this morning, and it had a lot of oil in it, so I had to pull my hair back because it looks oily. But I have to treat myself once in a while to go to the hairdresser. So, anyways, but this is a strength card. So your guides want you to know, Diane, how strong of a woman they see you as, and you need to believe in yourself and pull on that inner strength when challenges come. Be that lion, hear yourself roar, and just walk through life in beauty and grace and confidence, and keep that vibrational energy high, because it attracts good vibrations when you do that. So there's part of your message. So, and the other one's Page of Cups. So here in July, you're being asked to kind of connect with that inner child, because when we were children, our imaginations were just awesome. Or at least I know mine was way out there. But it's because we weren't bogged down by the 3D adulting world. And so we were more intuitive then. And so when you raise your vibrational energy, and by the Page of Cups, it's like bringing in a childhood memory that will make you laugh, that make you smile. That's going to raise your vibrational energy and help free your mind of the 3D clutter, and either start a new relationship with your spirit guides, or continue to grow and connect with them more often. And people have often asked, how do you know when you get a message or a vision, and it's your imagination? And the imagination is what fuels messages. It's how spirit learns to communicate with you through your imagination. So start trusting the visions and the images you get, and trusting in your intuition. And if you haven't started that journey, this is about you maybe taking some courses with like-minded people for a psychic practice or development. But yeah, so Diane, your energy for July is for you to raise your vibrational energy, do something that you love to do to make you feel good, and tap into that intuition a little bit more often. So let's see what Elizabeth has to say for you.
I feel like those messages are really, really important because I feel like the month is going to be hard. We have the 10 of swords, and this is like,
Oh, put that one back.
yeah, this is like the throw in the towel card. But I feel like, I think that is why you got the cards that you got, like the strength card and the page of cups, to remind you that you have this, because the second card that I got is here, power. Let me see if I could hold it in a way that it's not glaring there. Power. And Spirit wants to remind you again, remember, you had the strength card, that you have the power. You are in control. You get to decide. You get to call the shots, right? Like, don't hang in there trying to do things that are not helping you. Learn to let it go and to walk away and start over. That is okay. This is a hard ending, but that also means that there's a new beginning coming. There's a new dawn. And all the power is in your hands. You get to make those decisions and to call the shots. So don't forget that, and don't give your power away to other people, because oftentimes in our moments of sadness, of despair, of weakness, we tend to kind of give our power away. I think that Ginger's cards and mine are just kind of saying, don't do that. Hold on to that, because at the end of the day, you're still in control.
Right. So thank you. All right. So perfect, Diane. Like I said, Diane, next time we'll give you come on in and we'll get you a better reading. I'm on next week, but I'm going to try to be on by myself at some point. But when I'm hosting, I just want to be clear. When I'm hosting, if I'm on somebody else's channel, I don't have power over who they choose. But I really like to help people out who didn't get their reading or got a mini-year reading. So, but thank you, Kelly. So Tasha, I have not seen Tasha. So if she pops in, great. Otherwise, we'll go to Gabby.
Okay.
What guidance do I need regarding my career and business? Currently work full-time and growing my consulting business. Love that. Consulting business. I'll go for it. My money card here. Okay, I'm going to take her thing down because she's hogging the screen. All right, Gabby, career. I pulled a different deck for career. So awesome for you is the king here. We got the king of, what do we have here? King of Pentacles here. King of Earth. Love it. You have stag energy here. So this is about stepping up, stepping into your power, using your knowledge to gain resources. So it's using that intellectual, that to me, Earth is a combination, intellectual, the intuition. And I say that because of the stag again. I just have always thought antlers are like the tentacles to reach source energy. So everything looks good as far as career and business here. Um, King of Earth is the most, for me, the most noble king, because he's not there just for himself. He's there for the people as well. He's noble. He will just very what's the word I'm wanting? Uh, he's appreciative, so being appreciative of the people who have helped you along your path, and you're willing to give back, so you just don't take and take. It's an equal exchange of energy for you, and that is what part keeps a lot of make them successful, is they don't forget where they come from, and it's all about them. And your next card I love is the Knight of Cups for you. And uh, falling in love with what you do, bringing that emotional fulfillment into your heart and pouring it into your business is what's going to also help in making it successful. I pulled this card earlier, and it has a seahorse in it. So it's about balance, balancing the emotional, the intellectual. It's the yin and yang energy. So keep yourself balanced, and things look pretty successful for you. So, yeah, good luck with that. Elizabeth.
I have to say I got the same message. It's definitely gonna be like, I think it's gonna be good. I think there's gonna be lessons as with anything. But the first card here is the Four of Wands, and this is the card of celebration. This is the card of setting a good, solid, firm foundation, and then celebrating that step. That it's a milestone, so to speak. So I do feel like that. I don't know if you're working in partnership, but this could kind of indicate that you're working either in partnership or with a team. Maybe it's a family run business. I don't know. But definitely, like, if you have a family, it could also be that your family is offering you love and support for you to be able to do what you're doing right now. So we have Four of Wands, favorable energy all the way around. I would say with that card is just a reminder to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success, right? Make sure that you are building a solid foundation so that you could grow from there. And then the second card that came up, I mean, you can't make this up, riches. I feel like you're on the right track. You're on the right track. And I think this could be profitable for you, even though it could take time, it could take energy, it could take a lot of hard work, it could take some sacrifice, but I think it's going to lead to what you're looking for, at least right now in this moment. So that's what I have for you.
Oh, perfect. All right. So next, and our final reading tonight is Cat Goddess. Because Tisha isn't here, I'm guessing. So while you were talking, I went ahead and pulled cards.
Oh, okay.
And this is awesome, because not only did you get the World card, you got the Wheel of Fortune. So the month ahead is about endings and new beginnings. So kind of use this Mercury retrograde to kind of sit down and reassess things. What is it that's holding you back? And not only what, but who. Sometimes when the World card comes, it's about cutting cords to the people who are like energy vampires, so to speak. They're holding you back. Some people in our lives don't want others to be successful because they're not happy. But this is about you ending relationships that no longer serve you. It's about ending let's say even health, oh my gosh, I gotta eat better, I gotta exercise more. What is it that you want to do and look forward to doing? What inspirations do you have? So this is about walking through that portal and becoming like the new version of you. So I love that. I love that. And then the Wheel of Fortune, um, spin that wheel round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Uh, just remember, and especially during Mercury retrograde, cycles, cycles, cycles. Life happens in cycles. So if you are in a lower energy cycle right now, this is the time, this is a retrograde, to do all that reassessing, planning, uh, gathering resources so that when the tide turns, the wheel turns, and you're in the more positive energies, you're ready. You've done your research. You're ready to go out. Where some people just laid there and felt like they were dying and didn't do anything to prepare to go, get up and go. So just remember, everything's in cycles. So again, when it's lower energy, use that time, that downtime, and utilize that energy, and then move forward, full speed ahead. When Mercury retrograde's over, you've got your plan set, and it's time to go. So yeah, so there you go, Cat Goddess, for the quickie. Again, if you subscribe to my channel and come next week, I will be hosting lives, and I'll be sure you get put to the top of the list for questions, or towards the top. You might have a couple friends there. But thank you for letting us read for you tonight. What you got for her?
All right. Guidance for the upcoming month. I have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. So what I'm going to say is, here's the advice. Like, don't hold yourself back. Okay. Try to be more expansive. This kind of tells me that it might be a little bit of a tougher month for you. So mindful of your approach, mindful how you approach challenges, tasks, situations, and don't box yourself in, is what I'm seeing with this card, because there's always a different way to do it so that it doesn't feel as overwhelming. And then the second card that I got is right here, and it's intuition. So again, it's like a reminder, like, make sure that whatever it is, especially if you're feeling like you're in your head a lot, try to find a way to ground yourself and come back into your body. And that could be through meditation. Hey, Victor. It could be through meditation, but I think it's important to come into yourself, to stay connected to your intuition. I think it's curious that this card is the card of, this is Mercury in the sign of Cancer, right? So we have to think about our emotions, but we also have to think about our intuition and our flow. And I feel like we have a lot of power in how we direct energies, especially when it feels like things are getting a little too hard or too difficult for us. So hopefully that makes a little bit of sense. You can let me know, and as always, we're open to feedback.
Love it. Love it. I just want to say real quick, I was putting some of the mini decks away, and this card kept staring at me. Let me get it bigger here. Wait, hello. Got Buddha in there.
Ooh,
I'm like, oh, it's
kind of like this card.
It is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, let me read it anyways. And it says, abundance lies in the heart that allows. Share more than expected, and see love come around. Pass this card on. So I'm passing it on to everybody.
I like that. And that particular card kind of tells me, like, sometimes you have to look at things from a different perspective in order to appreciate their beauty.
Exactly.
And to me, that like goes straight back to this, Eight of Swords card. So.
Yeah. So, it's also, about giving without expecting to receive. And so, but that love and light energy that we put out comes back to us. So, remember that, everybody. So, thank you, everybody. Oh my gosh, we've been reading. We've been reading for 2 hours. Because by the time we started reading,
Mhm.
so Elizabeth, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you,
Out with me
everybody.
tonight. And then everybody, like I said, if you don't mind, make sure you're subscribing to both channels. I'm really trying to get to 1,000 by my channelversary, so I would love it if you could pop over and subscribe to me. But thank you, everybody who's hung out with us this whole 2 hours, and some have popped in and out. We still appreciate you. And do afterwards, if you don't mind going on both channels and leaving a little comment. It helps the channel grow, and it helps us know if we were on point, or how did we do, what if you learned anything. But yeah, we appreciate the feedback, and it lets YouTube know that people are watching us, so they push out our content a little bit more. So everybody, thank you once again. And Elizabeth, hang out backstage. I'm glad your internet simmered down.
Oh, that was awful.
And normally I give everybody a little farewell, but my dragon video is still up, so I'm just gonna play my little dragon video. Dragon energy for everybody. It's about magic. It's about strength, and it's about being in tune with the ethereal realms. So, good night, everybody, and see you soon. Bye.